Marie-Q. Right. See, right? Now, nobody knows that Eric started it until the YouTube was on. Now it looks like I'm starting it, the first one talking.
See? I knew what I was doing all along.
Oh, it's a mastermind. All right. Christina, I know you don't have your eyebrows on, but you can grace us with your knowledge and wisdom. What is your favorite Danism?
Well, after the share your wins, they're tied. It's gonna be some variation of put on your silkiest, softest, fluffiest socks. Go out in the backyard. I like the long drawn out version. Find some sharp rocks and kick them.
That's one of my favorites.
She likes the long, exaggerated versions of I want you to go in the laundry room right after you wash them. I want you to pull them directly out of the dryer. So they're still warm. They have to be warm. And I want you to put on your softest, silkiest, most comfortable socks and go out in the yard and kick rocks.
Oh, it's the best.
Hey.
Andy's like, I haven't been on long enough to understand what you're talking about.
Oh, you'll find out.
You'll find out.
You're gonna learn today.
It is frowned upon for me to tell people to go get effed, you know.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. I didn't know I wasn't muted.
Instead of that, I get to say, go kick rocks.
Okay.
Kick rocks. Kick rocks is the nice way of saying,
Okay. Got
Yeah.
it.
But it's evolved into multiple variations of said fluffy sock rock combo.
Okay.
Especially if they're salty.
salty sock rocks.
Yep.
I do have a jar of something on my desk.
I saw those. I saw those.
I think we live in a world where political correctness has changed. I think it's a little bit different than it has been in future, or not future, in recent pasts, because we've opened up our dialogues, our conversation sets, and we do have our own isms. Like I have Danisms or something, sayings that I say every day, just like show me your win or tell me your wins, your celebrations, or something you're just dang proud of. It's just something we can, lean on. It's just my personality shining through in a simple sentence. So that being said, I want to hear your wins, your celebrations, something you're just dang proud of.
Signed a new listing yesterday.
Yeah,
Ooh,
you did.
Eric.
Yeah, you did.
Good.
I made it back from North Carolina yesterday. I am ready to get back into it.
I was thinking about you this morning. Appropriate.
I'm sorry, Dan. I meant to tell you I was leaving, but my mother-in-law needed my help, and I flew to North Carolina and brought her back. It's a 4-day drive. It's exhausting, but I made it back. I'm in town now, and I'm ready to go back to work.
Welcome home, brother. Welcome. I'm glad you made it back, and you flew out before the TSA nonsense, but you drove home, so you missed all the TSA nonsense.
Well, we're in Tucson, so TSA doesn't really
doesn't have a big problem here.
We don't have losers that work at TSA in Tucson, so we're good.
Good.
There we go.
I wouldn't have wanted to fly out of Charlotte though, because that's Takertown, USA.
Posed.
I was checking in on speaking of people missing, Dan. I texted Fabi because I was like, where have you been? We haven't seen your face. I forgot. Yeah, I totally forgot she was in Japan.
Yeah, she's in Japan. Here's the fun thing. So the other day I closed a deal with a buyer from Norway, which made me an international land dealer.
Wow.
Love that. And the next day, Fabi reached out to me and she goes, I need a coaching moment. And she reached out to me from Japan. So that makes me an international real estate coach. Man, next thing is I need to get some mannequin arms in the mail to someone in Germany so that I can be an international arms dealer.
Wow. Just wow.
I mean, I can make that happen for you, Dan.
Actually, I submitted for my FFL so I can actually be a licensed gun broker here in Arizona. So we'll see. Other wins, celebrations.
Day 8 of no nicotine.
Oh, you're over the hardest 7, man. Great job.
Yeah, they were man, were they hard. Yeah, it's not bad now. It's just cravings kind of need to subside, but otherwise, no irritable, no craziness.
It's awesome.
Been a challenge, but I told Dan, I think we went to lunch, and I told him, I was like, I'm gonna quit, and I did. Now just kind of stay with it. Don't know why I will go back now, though. I've made too much progress.
Great job.
We're proud of you, Eric. We are. It's awesome.
Great job.
I think the hardest part of doing anything is the decision to do it.
Yeah. Well, the thing I think what made it easiest is because I didn't really plan for it. It happened. Like it happened as if it was supposed to happen a certain way, and I just kind of went with it. I didn't fight it.
Next win? Nobody? Just Eric, you're just gonna leave the drop like that?
I guess so.
Okay.
I'm excited about the gala coming up.
Yeah.
Hey, I was gonna
I'm
ask
excited
who
about
all's
that.
going.
It's Friday.
All right. Show of hands or emojis on your Zoom. Who's going?
I'm going to see if I could do emojis. I don't know. I'm going.
Wait, hold on. Yeah, hold on. Let me figure out how to do that. 1 second. There we go.
There you go. Yeah.
I think it'll be a good time. Fun times for sure.
Mhm.
And that's the big thing is having something that the team can lean in on, the community gets together and just has fun. That's the whole point.
Yeah.
Have fun.
I just like to see everybody in person after seeing them on the calls all the time.
Right.
I use my good eyebrow pencil for that one.
I don't think I've seen you since like Christmas, right, Christina?
Yeah, I think just about.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
All right. Other wins. I know you got something. I need you guys to talk for one more win while I'm doing those preps still.
Dan, did I tell you that we got through the Binzer, both sides signed on that most frustrating deal?
The most frustrating signed agreements. We move forward to closing.
We're so far so good. She just ordered appraisal, the buyer.
Nice. Well, she's going through the paces. You guys
Yeah.
want to see the most embarrassing picture of my daughter ever?
I love that that's your phone background.
I love that Apple has it like just rotates through, so I don't know what the next one's gonna be. My other daughter.
Okay.
So. That some of them are just super embarrassing. I have a rule that I don't delete embarrassing photos because they make me laugh. They make me laugh. So,
You got to save those for when she gets married.
oh yeah. I built her senior graduation picture stuff, and I was not allowed to choose any of the photos. I was curated. I just had to put it all together, and I was like, "This is boring. I wanted to have some fun with it." But she's like, "Don't scar her for life." Well, I want to talk about a situation with a seller, right? It's who's read the listing contract?
Consider my hand raised again.
Yeah.
Uh,
Is there important information in there about compensation?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. Is that an agreement that is public knowledge?
No.
No. No. Who's that agreement between?
The client and the brokerage and that agent.
Client and the brokerage. Does the buyer's agent on the other side of a transaction have any reason to know the information on that?
No,
Does
Yeah.
the buyer's agent on the other side of a transaction that happens to be involved in that same client have any reason to interject their opinion about that?
No.
No. And let's say if an agent did, in fact, interject their opinion or insert themselves into conversations about such a thing, would that create issues.
Big
Yes.
time.
Yeah.
100%.
Talk about it, right? I mean, we all have a code of ethics. I think it's very similar between California and Arizona. I think those are the only states represented right now this morning. Article 16 of the Arizona Department of Real Estate's Agent Representation Ethics Guidelines states that no agent shall not engage in any practice or take any action inconsistent with exclusive representation or exclusive brokerage relationship agreements that other realtors have with clients. So giving your opinion on somebody's commission, is that potentially an ethics violation?
Definitely is.
Yeah, it really is. Another huge article that gets brought up a lot in conversations is Article 15. If you guys don't know Article 15, it is the most commonly used ethics violation. It is the disparagement of other realtors in real estate. Subsequent,
Eric and I probably cringed over Article 15 for a different reason.
Christina,
I
I
did.
cringed so hard.
I was like,
I was sitting here
Yeah.
like, wait, Article 15? Who's getting Article 15?
I know.
yeah, it's simple. It's not the same Article 15. You're not going down. I think Christina forgets Trey was in the military also.
I know. I do. My bad, Trey. My bad.
I got
Plus, also, I don't
got a
scroll
few of
that
those
far
little
down the
things.
list.
Yeah, he's never on camera either. You guys are no camera havers.
Listen, it's an
Eric,
eyebrow
stop.
thing. All right.
Camera on. Eric has his eyebrows on in the morning. No Article 15 here. He's following
There you
duty.
go.
So, but Article 15 is the disparagement of other real estate agents. It means prohibits making false or misleading statements about other realtors, real estate professionals, or the real estate business.
Yeah, I know somebody you need to tell that to.
I know. Like I said, I was looking to get it in writing, wasn't I?
Yep.
Well, here, let's share an email that I received at 9 o'clock last night.
Oh, Jesus.
Anytime we get this, like, I feel like Eric and I both just go like, brace
Was it
for
me?
impact. Is it me? Is it who is it?
So true.
It pertains to no one on this call.
I mean, it could, but thank God it's not.
Yeah, not directly anyway. It says, "Hi Dan, we have an upset seller for a transaction we're about to close. The listing compensation charged and agreed upon was 4%. The seller was fully aware of that. The seller is now buying a house, and it seems as the agent that she is working with is putting in ideas into her head that we overcharged. See the email below that the buyer's agent sent to blank. I feel that he is completely overstepping and interfering with agency. Am I off base here? I would like to send him an email reminding him of his role and encouraging him to stay in his lane. The seller called blank tonight very upset. The fact that this agent is now interfering and asking us to reduce our listing commission is completely out of bounds. And in my opinion, I'd like to hear from you. Thank you."
So that's not even the same transaction.
Nope. We have
Wow.
the listing. The buyer is buying another house somewhere else. This is the other agent. Good morning, blank. I'm working with blank and blank to purchase a home in the area. They have shared that you are charging them 4% for the listing side, and now they are also having to pay 3% for seller compensation. Does your brokerage charge that much for listing houses? The business has a bad enough name with commissions.
Wow.
Can you take 3% for the listing side so they don't have to pay another $3,000, which is a lot of money for them? I understand you go to the same church up that way. Hope you can help. Dearest
Wow.
Agent B.
Didn't they just go against a lawsuit we just had like 4 different times in that email?
Yeah. Is this what your brokerage charges?
Yes. Our
Let
brokerage,
me reference you to.
our brokerage doesn't charge anything. Right? It's not a decision we as a brokerage made. Who makes that decision?
The
agent
client and their agent.
and the client. Yeah.
Right? It's decided when.
At the time of contract
Yeah.
discussions and signing.
Yeah, when you hired us to sell your house, this was the agreed upon professional fee. Okay. I'm going to say this with my whole chest. And if I offend you, grow up. As a buyer's agent, you don't do as much as a listing agent does
Oh.
financially. Yes, you drove around and you looked at some houses. Okay, you got time, gas, effort, fuel, insurance. I get it. But on the listing side, what do we have?
There's a lot. You got
Exhaustion
photos,
and
you got
crying in the shower?
staging.
What?
We have
No?
time, effort, fuel, photos, marketing, constant conversations around their emotional state. Like, they're not the same worlds. So for a buyer's agent to challenge a listing agent's compensation, stay in your fucking lane.
Yeah.
Okay?
Honestly,
it's your client, it's not your issue. If you have a problem with it, cut your commission.
yep.
If you have an issue and they need $3,000 to close the deal on buying the house you're selling them, you cut your compensation. But coming to someone else and saying, hey, it's really expensive, will you cut your fee before you've cut your own nose off? Don't talk to me. Secondly, if any one of you in my agent, in my stables of awesomeness, want to send an email to that caliber saying, are you guys charging this much? That seems like a lot. Stop yourself before I kick you in the license. Okay? I will put on my rubber boots and go stomp a hole in your license. You don't want that. I'm going to take this real seriously, because had the agent just said, okay, you get 4%. Okay, that it is what it is, right? It doesn't interject anything in the client's mind. But the moment that agent said, oh, that's a lot, I don't charge that much, you just crossed an ethical boundary you cannot come back from. And me in my purple shirt will hunt you down. It'll be the biggest, scariest Mickey nightmare you've ever had.
Oh, you gotta do it with Mickey voice still.
Did not.
Oh.
But here's
Core
the
memory.
reality, right? Does this not ruin the entire referable experience for
Oh,
every
yeah.
side of this transaction?
Well, so this is my
Definitely.
question, Dan.
Is the agent that threw out the email in the first place looks like the good guy by talking shit about everyone else. That's
Mhm.
ethics. That's Article 15, disparagement of another agent, right?
Yeah.
Article 16 is when he interjected his opinion
Yeah.
about the commission, right? Christina, go ahead.
I was just gonna say, so he's saying he's got them on the buy side. Is there not a referral agreement there?
I don't know the interaction after that.
And he said the reason that he's asking the listing agent to drop commission is because the buyers are paying 3% on the buy side. Sounds like across the board, this dude needs to take a few notes instead of send some emails, because why are your buyers paying a full 3%? What did you not negotiate for on that side? That would be the first rock to overturn. You're complaining about them paying 3%. We're in a buyer's market, sir.
Yeah,
How
he's
did you
talking
not
about
get that covered?
on the SCA. He's talking only about the transaction of the listing, because they're paying 4% the list side, 3% in an SCA.
Well, yeah, but
I know
like-
nothing more about, did they get full price? Did they negotiate no commissions? I don't know. And this individual, well, let's call him, Nick, an easy name. Nick has no point to talk about anything on the listing side. And I don't know if they're paying the 3% buyer broker on Nick's deal.
oh, okay, I thought that was the
Yeah,
3%.
I don't know. The 3% he's talking about is the SCA on the listing side.
Man, so it truly has nothing to do with him.
It has absolutely nothing to do with him. So
You said he knows the clients that the seller is working with, like they're in contact.
yeah, so our seller is his buyer.
Is that a different state?
okay.
I don't know why our team didn't have the buy side on this too, and that's gonna be a conversation I'm gonna have with this agent. Be like, did you not ask your client if they were buying something else, and then you could represent them on that too?
Mhm.
Shame on you. However, that's training and that's training. This is ethics, right? Training, and always ask your sellers if they need help buying. Always ask, because most of the time I see buyers have to sell something, and for some reason the agent doesn't represent both sides, and sometimes buyers don't realize you can do both.
Dude, honestly, this is crazy. Like, that buyer's agent could have picked up the phone to call the listing agent to say, hey, we're trying to make something happen here. It's a little tight. I'm exploring all options. Like, just wanted to reach out and see, is there any wiggle room on that side from your perspective, anywhere that you can see?
Yeah. But he didn't. He didn't. What he did is he threw shade.
Man, that's
He put
crazy.
he put on his grippy socks. He ran off the dop and he jumped into the deep end of ethics.
Mm.
And you guys can see why we talked about it to start with. I do not want you, and it's something simple. It's a simple email. It's a 4-line email. I don't think he realized what he was doing.
That's crazy that he put it in email.
He
Right.
he double dipped
Double dip.
on 15 and 16. So email to his broker. This is not an email I like to have to send because I know his broker. Kim, I'm reaching out to you in my capacity as a managing broker for this office regarding an email sent by your agent blank to one of my associates blank about a mutual client blank and blank. I have attached forward a copy of that email for reference. Again, guys, not that I want you to ever do anything stupid, but if you're gonna do
Don't
something
do it
stupid,
right.
where do you do it?
Not in writing.
Thank you.
Not
Right.
out in the parking lot? That's not the right answer?
Not in the parking lot. No.
Damn it.
Not
That's on you and I, Christina.
soccer field Thursday after 3. All
There you
right.
go.
In his message, the agent questions the listing commission that blank and blank freely agreed to in writing, listing the agreement with our brokerage, and urges my agent to reduce the contracted compensation so that they're not having to pay another $3,000. He also characterized that agreement upon fee as an excessive amount and comments that the business has had bad enough name with commissions. While understand Mr. Blank is representing these clients on a separate purchase transaction, the listing agreement and compensation between our brokerage and our clients are a private contractual matter. Having another brokerage's agent insert himself into this agreement, criticize the fee structure, and advocate for a reduction has already caused the client significant distress and undermined the confidence in our representation. As you know, the Realtor Code of Ethics, particular Article 16, requires realtors to respect the exclusive representation and brokerage relationship agreements that other realtors have with their clients and refrain from actions inconsistent with those relationships. Article 15 also addresses comments that may be disparaging other real estate professionals or the real estate business. I am asking that you address this directly with this agent and ensure that he refrains from any further attempts to influence or interfere with our existing listing agreement or compensation with these clients. If he has concerns about our brokerage practice or commission structures, those concerns should be raised broker to broker, not through a shared client or by pressuring my associate to modify their compensation. I hope this can be resolved at the broker level. Similarly, I will also talk to my client. However, if the conduct continues, I will consider submitting a formal ethics complaint to the association so that his behavior can be reviewed through the professional standards process. Respectfully.
I bet he's gonna argue that like he didn't ask them about any of that. They just came up and told him, and then they requested for him to do that.
But the
I bet that-
moment you interject your opinion,
Yeah.
No, I agree, but I
Yeah.
bet that's gonna be his excuse.
Yeah. it doesn't. And that's the thing. He's been licensed for a long time. I looked up his business.
I was gonna say, is he older?
Yeah.
Those are
Even
usually the
then-
ones that have a hard time with it.
Even if your clients did approach you, you'd be like, you know what? I can't speak on that. That's something you would have to talk to on that other side. I can't get involved.
Exactly. It's so easy to cross ethics, guys. I want you to be aware. That's why I want to talk about this stuff because it exposes you to it without being in the crosshairs. Here is an opportunity to keep you from being in trouble. If someone brings a, hey, do you think this is too much? You know, you sign with another agent. It's a really good conversation to have with them. I really don't have an opinion on the matter. But if you go, I wouldn't have charged you that much, ethics violation.
Yep.
It's that simple. Scary simple.
That baffles me.
Yeah, that's crazy.
I have a question. It's
answer-
probably a stupid question, but what if
Never.
it was, what if it's like you meet somebody, like you meet a lead and they're talking about their last transaction and specifically rates and how much they ended up paying? Like if they say, oh yeah,
Are they currently engaged in said agreement?
negative.
Then no issues because it's not a current agreement.
It's a closed previous transaction.
Yeah, that's the issue here. Is it's an
Okay.
active agreement between a brokerage and a client. Now, talking after the fact, like, hey, I hired this guy and he charged me 7%. What an asshole. No, it's typical, right? But also, Did you feel like you got good service? Did you get the support and guidance that you were looking for? Did they do everything they asked and promised you and got the home sold and delivered on everything you wanted? Yeah. Then it doesn't seem like you paid too much.
Well, that's what I was gonna say is like, we should worry less about that and worry more about like,
Getting the deal done.
yeah,
Christina, I was talking about that first open house I did for you
yeah,
down there. Yeah, and that neighbor guy that had come by and was like, what's the state rate for you guys nowadays?
yeah. That's, see, I love conversations like that with clients because at the end of the day, it's like, I'm not your cheapest option. And that is not my goal. My goal is not to be your cheapest option. My goal is to know my value, to be able to back that up with my work and to get the job done. And if like other agents are coming in and being like, well, I do it for less, great. Please also share where you're cutting corners. If you are doing your job for less, please also share which items from the list of the many things that you should be doing that you are not doing. And it also goes back to that script practice that we've had before when, clients themselves ask, well, will you reduce your compensation? Thank you for asking that. I respect the fact that you're looking at all angles of this. And my answer to that is no. Reason being, if I'm willing to concede and reduce my own paycheck that pays my own bills, and I can't hold the line on what my value is for that and everything that comes with that, then I am not going to do you justice in my negotiations with the other side.
God damn it.
No, you okay?
That was
I mean, I
perfect
feel the
timing.
same way. Dang it.
It's like I don't like how this is going at all. This guy is just making me mad. Damn it. Well then.
And then if you look at, like I've mentioned it before, like if you ever go watch Jeff Glover's like live scripting stuff that he does, when people are like, well, will you drop, if you're wanting us to drop the price, are you going to drop your compensation? Absolutely. If we drop your price, then yes, my compensation drops.
Because it's all
It's
based
still
on
3% or it's still whatever percent, right? It's still whatever you negotiate.
you know what? If that gets the deal done, if you put in a lower offer, my commission will go down as well.
Not the percentage, just the amount.
Just saying. There's a reason I say certain things a certain way. I'm not trying to, be shifty or what's dishonest, but there's just certain things that you can say a certain way. And we're going to talk about another deal that Josh and I are working through that the seller took an offer while under contract with us and then tried to cancel us out of it and lied to us about it. And he said, you know what, I'm going to, the buyers are going to cancel and we're just going to cancel with you too. Okay.
Was that the one you were working on when we went to lunch?
One of them.
Yeah.
I work on a lot of them. I work on an absolute lot of them. Speaking of a lot of them, man, I worked from 6:30 a.m. yesterday to 9:45 p.m. And because of that, we're gonna do a little shenanigans. If you guys got to bail out of here, because Christina asked for this.
What would you ask for, Christina?
I couldn't tell you. Listen, I have ADHD. The mouth just runs. Okay.
Blue Falcon?
Let's lock in.
Oh yeah.
What are your wins?
And we know
Your
your
celebrations.
YouTube intro now.
Or something you're just dang proud of? Yeah. Oh. Sun's coming up. Yeah, we back at it again. No snooze but a life. We don't play pretend. Got a vision in mind. And we taking that shot. Every call, every rep. Giving all we got. Stacking small wins. Yeah, we're building that stack. One step forward, ain't no moving back.
Okay, if you guys aren't using AI to make your life
I didn't
better,
know that was a
figure
thing.
it out.
I am on here right now.
Wait, which one is that? What'd you do that through?
Suno.
Oh my
So
gosh.
here's the process. I use ChatGPT to write the lyrics because Suno goes crazy with some shit. So I'm talking whole stack lyric on everything. So what's my next appointment? Today. I'm
I
good
got
with
one in like
shenanigans if
20
you
minutes.
guys want to do, if you guys want to look at some AI stuff. So
I got a meeting here in 10 minutes.
what I'll do is I'll go to ChatGPT or I'll go to Claude or one of the ones that's more creative, and I'll say, hey, let's write a song for the morning call using our daily things like what are your wins, your celebrations, or something you're just dang proud of, about 60 seconds long, make it fun, electric, and a vibe. And then it creates the intro, the verse, the pre-chorus, the chorus, the drop, the verse 2, like all of it, right? Insane.
Erin's so proud.
This
She's
is
like,
so
look
cool.
at y'all getting creative with the AI machines.
Wait, Chat GPT will make a song too? Like,
It gives you the lyrics.
Not like I did. It gives you the lyrics.
okay.
You guys don't remember? I did this over a year ago. I started playing with Suno when it first came out. I've made thousands of songs. Every one of my listings has a song.
Damn it. Always got to raise the bar.
You get more creative.
If you ever call Lux Realty Photography, they have a song for themselves. It's their hold music.
That's awesome. I don't ever call them. I just text Casey.
Yeah.
When you know the owner, why am I on hold? Like,
Yeah, I don't know why I called the other day. I don't know.
but
It
here's
was the first time I ever called them, and I was like, they have their own song.
you're doing your walkthrough videos, right? And stuff like that. So create
There's a song, got the whole sky lit tonight. 3 beds, 2 baths, yeah, it feels just right. Step inside, this one's built for life. Got the space, got the freedom, got the plan. No hoes saying what you can.
I did realize
That
that's
is crazy.
That is awesome.
That's pretty good. That's pretty good.
oh here
Pretty impressive.
I'm showing you more. Okay, hold on. We're gonna blow your mind here. I don't do the errands, all the videos and stuff like that, but we do a ton of video research. So one of my favorite, if I can find it, oh god, it was Stella.
This is awesome.
Give me that piece of gold on Stella Road, and I'll give you the stars. I'll give you the stars. If you give me that home in the 520, then welcome you to Tucson, and this house will be your home. Come on down, and let's make this house a home. Come on down.
Ah, that was
So
fun.
crazy.
You see how it's like you can create vibes in the just your walkthrough videos. Like your walkthrough videos are at 90 seconds long. So create something that's 90 seconds long. Like tell me that intro doesn't catch you. Like I definitely chop it so it's
Give me
faster.
that piece of gold on Stella Road, and I'll give you the stars. I'll give you the stars.
Right.
If you give me that home in the 520, then welcome you to Tucson, and this.
Now sometimes it pronounces it weirder than we would, but like Saguaro, it struggles with the word Saguaro quite
I'm
a bit.
sure.
Right. Now oh God, I've even made just background music for like just
Yeah, that's so much better because I'm like, oh yeah.
just background music stuff for videos and cutscenes and stuff like that. But then like Grandview Trail, I used Suno to do all these, and then I realized ChatGPT writes better lyrics, and then I put the whole structure in, and it makes it a better song. So, and then here, let's find the Big Rock.
So crazy.
Which one is it?
Yeah. Oh, 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 oh. Yeah. Oh, 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 oh. Down in southern Arizona, where the desert skies glow, where the saguaros stand guard in every sunset show, there's a team built of heart, built of drive, built of gold, and every story that we touch becomes a tale to be told. Every door that we open, every mile that we
And then you can get different versions. Here it is. This is the one.
southern Arizona, down in southern Arizona, where the desert
It gives you different versions, like different voices for the same lyric set. You get 2 each time.
skies glow, every sunset. Oh, and every story that we touch becomes a tale to be told. Every door that we open, every mile that we roam, we're guiding dreams through the sunshine to a place they can't call home. We are rock solid real estate, lifting every dream we navigate from Tucson streets to the mountains high. We help hopes rise like the desert sky. Hand in hand wherever we go, this is where happy finds home. Yeah, this is where happy finds home.
Oh, I love that.
That
If
is
you guys
so
didn't
cool.
know, my team branding is Rock Solid Real Estate and Where Happy Finds Home. So that little bit, we are Rock Solid Real Estate, lifting every dream we navigate from Tucson streets to mountains high. We help raise the desert sky hand in hand wherever we go. This is where happy finds home. Right. That snippet becomes something we can put in a lot of just every piece of marketing out there. So if you've got a brand or if you've got an identity or something like that, this is really awesome to create something that you can then go use 1,000 times and become a brand identity. All right.
It's awesome.
Does music connect memory?
Yeah.
Definitely.
All right.
Yeah.
Someone finish the sentence. Tucson Federal Credit Union.
Nope.
Exactly.
No.
Doesn't matter. Right?
I don't live in Tucson.
Exactly. You don't. So you have to create something that's branding. Now, if you're from Tucson, you would know it's better than a bank. Right?
Mm.
Or how about this? We are farmers.
Bump it
Go, right? You remember jingles. That's why they remember jingles. So play around with it, guys. It was like $10 a month is what I pay for it. I use it all the time, as you can see. I don't know, maybe it's gone up in price, but
It's
even
$10 a month.
the free versions, go
Tell,
play with
tell
it.
me one more time the app.
Suno. Suno.com. There's a bunch of new AI music generators out there now. I've been using Suno now for a while. I just enjoy the way it creates very awesome things. So you guys want to run through a full prompt to right? Who's got a new
I
list?
gotta go to a meeting, Dan.
Me.
I
I have
do.
one. Let's do it. Oh no, Trey, you go.
All right, what's your let's go into Chat GPT. We're gonna do so let me share back here. Google Chrome. Got to move this out of the way. Okay, Chat GPT. All right, so we got a house. Give me some information on it.
It's a 3-bed, 2-bath, built in 1971. It's updated on the inside, has a new flooring, bathrooms are updated. The Arizona room, the walls have been completed. A new tankless water heater was just installed, new roof put in January. It's in Sierra Vista.
Tell me about the views. Tell me about the yard. Tell me about the environment, the neighborhood.
Mountain views, gravel in the front and backyard, a little bit of real grass in the backyard. There's like a few like patches for gardening and stuff like that. There's a trail in the backyard from the backyard that leads to like a trail that you can walk down. The neighborhood is in one of the older neighborhoods of Sierra Vista, but it's a safe neighborhood, really good neighbors, quiet neighborhood. What else? You're pretty close to, I mean, anywhere here, but in this specific neighborhood, you're pretty
What's the
close
name?
to it.
What's the road name?
Buckhorn.
Buckhorn?
Yep, Buckhorn Drive.
Oh, Buckhorn, like
Yeah.
horn.
Horn, yeah.
Buckhorn Drive.
I heard something different.
Yep. Okay. So write a song for a 3-bedroom, 2-bath house built in the 70s, fully updated, beautiful Arizona room in Sierra Vista, mountain views, open canvas, garden, trail from the backyard to a hiking trail, older, established, safe, quiet neighborhood. Street name is Buckhorn Drive. Right. Boom. Here we have here's a tight, catchy listing style song with clean flow, hook, and that'll actually sell. Here's the verse, right? We're just gonna let it. We're not even gonna read it. We're just gonna let it roll, and then I'm gonna say, okay, give me Suno prompt for or style. What kind of song do you want? You want a country song? You want a upbeat hip hop? What kind of song you want?
Give me upbeat hip hop. I want to hear it.
Okay. Maybe we need to rewrite this song too. West Coast modern vibe, clean punchy drums, deep 808 basses, bright piano chords, light guitar accents, subtle desert inspired synths. Right? All right.
Holy crap.
Now let's ask this. Do these lyrics match that style? Short answer, mostly yes, but not fully optimized for hip hop. Let's reimagine it. Right now, your lyrics lean country pop storytelling, which that's what I use the most of the time because that is the most widely accepted music genre. It's
Well,
country.
let's do country pop if it'll
No,
sound better.
we're gonna do some hip hop, right? Let's do it. So it's already fixing. Same idea, but actually hip hop ready, right? This is why we do it. You got to come up with a mindset and a thought process and let it play. AI is only as good as you. So we've got the prompt in here. We've got some. So I'm just going to say, okay, give me full lyric set for hip hop. No. That way I can just copy and paste because I'm lazy and I don't want to have to go back and edit things. While it's doing that, I'm going to grab the style, right? Suno prompt upbeat style. Click it. Go into here. I'm going to go to my create. Go to advance. Or reset it because I don't want to delete anything. Go to my styles. Put in my style. Boom. Go back into my chat GPT. I'm going to grab my title, Buckhorn Drive. Song title, Buckhorn Drive. Go to the bottom. I'm going to grab my hip hop intro, right? Boom, all of them. All the way down to the outro. Put in my lyrics. Click create. Now we wait. So artists like Drake, Nipsey, Hustle, replace. We don't directly name. It's okay. We can't do direct names. That's fine. But we're going to see what happens, right? The first one pops up. We got 100 beats per minute.
Yeah. Sierra Vista Nights. Buckhorn Drive, let's go. Send me bill, but it's fresh inside. Red two back, got that modern vibe. Clean lines, new feel, still got soul. Solid foundation, yeah, it's built to hold. Sunlight hit, whole room glow. Step through the door, you already know. Open space, yeah, you set the tone. Blank canvas living, make it your own. Kitchen shine, everything tight. Flow so clean, yeah, feel just right. Updated touch, but it kept that charm. Real quiet living, safe and calm. Step out back, let the fresh air hit. There's a breeze with the mountains sit. No noise, no rush, just peace like this. Yeah, it don't get better than this. Buckhorn Drive, where the views don't lie. Mountains out back, got the whole sky wide. Arizona room, let the sunset ride. Yeah, it's that spot, come and live that life. Buckhorn Drive.
Dude,
So-
all I want to know is how'd you get Kane Brown to do that for you?
All right, now so like
That
we
was so good.
get
That
two.
was
Right.
good, man.
We get two.
Yeah,
Here's the next one. Same lyrics,
Sierra Vista Nights.
little different vibe.
Buckhorn Drive. Let's go. Sign me bill, but it's fresh inside. 3 bed, 2 bed, got that modern vibe. Clean lines, new feel, still got soul. Solid foundation, yeah, it's built to hold. Sunlight hit, whole room glow. Step through the door, you already know. Open space, yeah, you set the tone. Blank canvas living, make it your own. Kitchen shine, everything tight. Flow so clean, yeah, it feel just right. Updated touch, but it kept that charm. Real quiet living, safe and calm. Step out back, let the fresh air hit. Desert breeze with the mountains sit.
See how both songs have the
Yeah.
same lyric set, but one of them has a little bit different bounce on syllables and the different delivery. So just find out what you like and go with
Like
it.
the first one.
The more clear you are with
first one's perfect.
expectation, right?
Trey, you got to use this, like for real, for real.
I will. You can,
This
I'm
is
gonna try.
amazing.
That was really good.
So you want the
This
first
is
one?
so crazy.
Yes, please.
I mean, this is literally like entire. I mean, okay, so at family reunion when Gary V spoke, he was like, he said he sees like right now. What did he say? Like the next 5 years, Dan? It was like that we are in the last period of time where we have this opportunity to capitalize on these free like resources, all these different platforms, AI. I mean, we can upgrade and pay, get the paid versions. But he's like, if you are not taking advantage of this stuff right now before it all gets like put behind paywalls and all of this stuff, he's like, you are not like up with it. You're not doing what you're supposed to be doing.
And here's the thing, guys, people are paying hundreds of dollars a seat to sit in classes to learn what we're showing you daily.
It's crazy.
And it's only because your coach, your broker, your Big Dan is insane with this stuff and wants to learn it at super high levels so that I can share it back out. I have created, or do I have a song count on here? I created songs about my kids. I will talk shit in music form to my kids as I drive them home from school. I will pick a song and I'll play it on the radio as I'm driving home just to talk trash to my kids.
It's amazing.
Right?
Remember when that would like first became a thing, when all the boyfriends and fiancés and husbands out there were like, ooh, I made her a custom song. And they were paying all this money going to like some person that did it, like made it. I mean, that's probably still a thing because people are lazy, but yeah.
Yeah, there's even programs out there that'll take your voice and songify it.
Oh, that's not good. We don't want to hear that.
We don't want to hear but there's just a lot of opportunity here. And I've even written songs that are just feel good anthems for me. Like I was in a mood and I wanted to hear a certain type of song, so I wrote one. I say I wrote one, but like I am the conductor of this crazy train. AI make me feel good. Here's my music. But here's an opportunity. You guys can use this as a sound background, a backdrop to a walkthrough, anything. It just takes snippets of it. I know it's going to take some editing and it's going to take some learning and stuff like that. But here's just another resource you have. If you guys look at a lot of the walkthrough videos I have on my Instagram, almost all of them have some sort of custom song to them. And it all started way back in the day with one of Robin's listings. So amazing 3-bedroom, 2-bath house.
1067 Whitehall Drive. Brand new place where dreams arrive. 3 beds, 2 baths.
Peace.
Granite counters.
Hey guys.
So there's a ton of opportunity. And this was, what was this, back in August 16th, 2024.
No, Trace is better.
I'm just saying it's evolved since then. And it's become, I've been playing with this for a year and a half now. And I have maybe 300 songs. No, sorry, 505. I scrolled to the bottom. But it's evolving, it's growing, and how long did it take us? Even with instruction, it took us less than 10 minutes for a full custom based on that house. And you see what I fed it, right? It wasn't just, here's the address, here's a 3-bedroom, 2-bath. It was, you guys are going to have to know some of the selling features that you want to put in there. Mountain views, quiet, established neighborhood, hiking trails, built in the 70s, remodeled on the inside, right? You want to talk in copy that the clients are going to hear. Make sense?
Yeah, that was good though. That was really good.
And if you guys didn't, I put it in our group chat, the WhatsApp group chat in there, so you'll be able to download that Buckhorn Drive. Any custom requests you have, if you want to try it out on one of your listings, I don't mind. I'll use up some of my credits to help you guys play around with it. Send me again some details about the house, the street name, and we'll make it work. And then vibe you're trying to go for.
Will the free version let you create a song, or?
I don't know. I don't have the free version, so I think you can create anything. It just doesn't give you the commercial publication rights or whatever. But who cares? I mean, try it. Who cares? There's a free version. You get a couple credits. Go play with it and see what happens. All right. Was today worth your time?
Yes,
Oh.
very much.
All right. Sorry to waste your day. Now you're going to all play with AI and songs and music. And
I was already doing it. I already have questions I'm bringing to the office for our coaching appointment.
okay, I'll see you here at the office
Okay.
because you're my next appointment. So I got nothing until you get here. So I'm going to have all the time in the world. So
Well, I might just show up early then.
you want to come in early and get it knocked out, give some extra time? I'm all about it.
Hey
Coolio.
guys, I have a quick question, not to
Ooh,
do with anything, but what do you guys do whenever you get like an open house, sign in guest information and it's completely illegible?
Verify it before they leave.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's okay, Holly.
I write it down
We
for
had like
him.
How many do you think
15
they wrote
groups through and it was like just firing out the feedback
Oh,
sheets
yeah.
and then now I'm like going back to enter it in and I've tried every variation of what this
Take
phone
a
number could
picture and
be.
put AI and let your AI solve it. Say, hey, can you figure out what this email or phone number is?
Or try to find it in
Simon,
forewarn.
I'm
Find it in forewarn.
There you go. Forewarn also.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Very good.
Thanks guys.
Very good.
Hey.
Bye.